Hello and welcome to a brand new series on Talk Norwich City, where I basically look through the EDP, pick out the stories and take a look what's going on with Norwich City during the day. You might also notice I've got a bit of a new setup. I wanted to change things up a bit. These walls will be covered in Norwich City goodness very soon, but I wanted to make it look all a bit more professional. So I invested in a desk, invested in a chair. I know, big investment. So let me know what you guys want to be seeing on these walls. Pictures, memorabilia, anything like that. I've also got my Norwich City mug full with a cup of coffee. So first on the back page of the EDP today is Paddy Davitt's story about Seb Bassong's mother being in the whole Paris attacks thing. It really is, it does hit home, this story, because it makes you realise that footballers are just human beings at the end of the day. They're just like me and you. They're just 10,000 times better at football than us. And to have your mother in the place you grew up in going through these terrorist attacks and being right there must be so scary. It basically says that Sebastian Bassong was on international duty at the time with Cameroon. He was away playing football. His brother phoned him to say, look, this Paris attacks is going on. Mum's there. What should we do, basically? And luckily, Seb Bassong's mum was safe away from sort of the attacks, or, you know, it was safe from the attacks. Seb Bassong got on with his football and then came home. And luckily, this all not passed by, but it's all calmed down a bit now. But that's just crazy to think that Seb Bassong was so professional. He represented his country. There's a fantastic line in here. It says, I represent my family, my country and my people. If I was on the pitch and started to think about it, there's no point in me doing what I'm doing. So Seb says, you know, the football pitch is the only place where he can just get in the zone, forget about everything else. And that just shows how professional some of our players are. And at the end of the day, they're just human. We then move into the paper. We've got David Freezer's report on last night's under-21s win over Manchester United. It was a very comfortable win in the end. Some senior players on the show. Kyle Lafferty with the pick of the bunch. We won 2-0. Lafferty was playing, Whittaker was playing, Dorrans was playing, and so was Declan Rudd. Another clean sheet for Declan Rudd, which just keeps on putting his face in Alex Neil's team selection worries. And then you've got Kyle Lafferty, who's obviously knocking on the first team door, really. And it was a fantastic finish from Kyle Lafferty last night. He seems to be so good hitting these first-time shots on his left foot. He scored one not very similar, but in a similar position and a similar strike against West Brom in the Cup. If you haven't seen this goal against Manchester United under-21s, I would really recommend checking it out. He's lobbed the keeper. It's a wonderful strike in the top corner. But it says the first line here from David Freezer, Kyle Lafferty provided a spectacular reminder of his ability to Norwich City boss Alex Neil last night as he helped the under-21s beat Manchester United 2-0. I mean, Man United under-21s are a good side. It stops our under-21s on this horrible form we've gone through. It was 6 losses on a bounce before that win last night. And it was good to see Jamal Loza on the score sheet as well, because he hasn't really been firing on all cylinders this season. He's better than what he's been showing this season. But that's really pleasing to see Lafferty, you know, getting fired up for these under-21 games, and to see the likes of Graham Dorrans sort of tutoring Conor McGrandles into the role. And yeah, just really good stuff from the under-21s. And this is the main article I want to be concentrating on, really. It's an article from a fan, Matt Howman. I think I follow Matt on Twitter, actually. Basically talking about how we need a striker. And he's used some fairly interesting statistics in here. And you can't really argue against stats, but I'm going to try my best. It says that Norwich have created 121 chances this season and scored 16 goals with a conversion rate of 13.2%. Now, that is a lot of chances we've created. We're right up there in terms of that. But then when you look at the most defensive team in the league, West Brom, who've only created 88 chances, they have converted the same amount as us, or higher than us actually, with 13.6%. And basically what he's saying is West Brom have a much better defence than us, but they're also doing much better in the attacking departments. And West Brom are a similar type of club to us, similar size, and yeah, playing a similar style of football to us. They're a bit more defensive, but what he's basically saying is if we're not converting that many chances, but we're creating the chances, there must be something wrong with our striking department. Now, I would disagree with that. I would be saying that we're creating the chances. Yes, we're not scoring too many of them, but we are creating chances and we are scoring goals. What we're not doing is we're not keeping many clean sheets, and I would put that down to a defence error. So Matt's identified a striker as a main signing in the January transfer window, and I would agree with that to a certain extent. But I think the defence also needs to be an area where we need to look at. Probably that needs to be the key area where we need to look at. But I think that's a really interesting article. If you haven't got the EDP today, I really would recommend getting it. It is the Tuesday, November the 24th. We are nearing December. That is the EDP review / paper talk / whatever you want to call it for today. Lots of interesting stories. Let me know what you guys think about the under-21s victory, about Sebastian Bassong, about who we should sign in January. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like. I'll see you very soon. Peace out.